Hello guys, we are reviewing the Palms Buffet dinner time, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to review it again because I've reviewed it so many times, but I thought, well, I should. You know why? Because it's different, and also because it's no longer that cheap, you know. It's dinner time. Everything in Vegas is expensive in terms of buffets, except for the really, really cheap ones. This one is $21. Basically, for two people, it came out to $45, and that included the taxes. Of course, other buffets are a lot more expensive, but the problem is that this buffet is small. So some of you, unless you like what they give you, what's on offer, what's on the food station, you will be disappointed. So that's my small concern about this buffet. The people behind the food station are delightful. They cooked us special things, special requests. I was very, very, very happy about that, very touched, and they didn't even want to tip. So that's just really, really lovely. But I think the selection is limited for the price, although it is still one of the better buffets in that usually the price is low enough for the quality of the ingredients, actually, really, and the way things are cooked. What I'm saying is, when you eat here, you don't feel sick afterwards. This is it. I'm gonna be blunt, because yesterday I've just come from Laughlin, and you will see my Laughlin buffet reviews. Had dinner at Harrah's Laughlin during the weekend, and it was heavy but okay, tasty. And then during the week, and it was heavy and not tasty, and it was terrible. They collapsed in quality. But you gotta see that video, okay? Because you will not believe the change in the ingredients themselves. It's mind-blowing. Here you don't have that. Here you will have decent ingredients. Let's just show you the dessert section. These may look like run-of-the-mill desserts, but actually these cakes here, for example, if you actually know the Italian equivalent, they're actually quite authentic. I had like 3 of them. They were not heavy. They have sugar-free, of course, sugar-free pies as well. But it's not bad. It's actually, whoever they get these from, presumably they don't make them in-house, but they make the rest in-house. They're actually decent quality. Bread stuffing and whiskey sauce and blueberry sauce, and then a little bit of fruit, of course, with some actual real fruit. At least you've got real fruit. You can actually have a banana. These days, it's just cut, and that's it. It's as if they didn't want you to. It's as if they don't want you to take one banana home, which I think everybody used to do. And here you have it. Then you've got barbecue beef ribs and rotisserie chicken, and then green bean casserole and dirty rice. And then now they're serving many, many dishes in these tiny little pots. Southern style jambalaya and candied sweet potatoes. Frankly, I prefer it when they have the mini sliders, but that's touch and go, because people have told me that sometimes the mini sliders are not made of the best ingredients. I mean, they said that there's a little bit too fat in some. I'm just telling you, it's touch and go, but when it's good, it's very, very good. Okay, Mongolian grill. You basically choose what you want in terms of vegetables, and you put them all in a bowl. You hand it to them, and you tell them what sauce you want, and they just make you this Mongolian. They basically lightly fry them on that big instrument there. Macaroni and cheese, turkey gravy, beef brown gravy, bread stuffing, and mashed potatoes. Then you have your roasted beef, and then you have your roasted turkey, Italian station, spaghetti pomodoro, chicken piccata, beef bourguignon. It's not just Italian, is it? It's just a bit of everything. And sauté squash and zucchini, grilled New York steaks, spinach manicotti, salmon with lobster sauce, parsley and roast potatoes with parsley, pasta primavera, and steamed clams. The salmon with lobster sauce was actually, the lobster sauce was actually really delicious. And the guy here was very nice. So I actually was very pleased with how nice personnel were here. They were very, very nice. But they often are. They're very nice. Turkey pot pies, meatballs and polenta. Oh, I've got to tell you this. The polenta was absolutely delicious. It was very authentic. It was delicately prepared. It wasn't too salty. The texture was perfect. The texture is really what blew me away. Assorted pizza, run-of-the-mill. Guys don't expect good pizzas at buffets, and they probably, you know what? Even Bellagio, which has the better pizza, is not that fantastic. Steamed bok choy and spicy tofu, flavorful. What I really liked was these vegetable noodles. These noodles here, can you see them? They are, I cannot remember the name of these noodles. They are very, very fine and transparent. I cannot remember it. I always have to do this with an empty stomach. When it's full, I can't remember anything. They were very, very delicately and perfectly prepared. Orange chicken, steamed rice, and sweet and sour pork, and vegetable chow mein, vegetable spring rolls, teriyaki beef, and wonton, chicken pot stickers, but in a wonton type of broth, and fried rice. And then you have your burrito, Mexican section burritos. It's actually with beef inside, and chicken fajitas. Very flavorful, very tasty. But I understand that the selection is limited, and if you don't think you're gonna like this food, then it's gonna be difficult for you to eat here because there's not much to choose from. And for dinner, given that you're gonna spend $45 for 2 people, you might not want to have these limitations, though I'm telling you, in terms of ingredients, they are better quality than other affordable buffets, because the chicken fajitas, the actual base was very delicate. And as you can see, they prepare them here, right in front of you. As obviously as I speak, there's nobody here. But you can see the stove? They prepare it here, which means it's not just from a container heated up, And that's why when I eat here, I'm not sick. I actually had a bad experience yesterday after eating. It took me many, many hours to recover, and still today I'm not perfectly well. I'm not saying that there was something bad in it. I'm just saying it was incredibly, incredibly heavy. And maybe the oils were heavy and the ingredients were not good quality, in my opinion. That was not Palms, though. That was Harris Laughlin. You gotta watch our Harris Laughlin reviews. Something to remember. Taco meat, pork posole, corn tortilla chips, nacho cheese sauce, and corn al fiesta, and shrimp fajitas. It was fine. It was flavorful. It's flavorful. And you got these nice looking breads, which of course are just for beauty. Chicken noodle soup and wild rice soup. Chicken noodle soup, absolutely fine. Wild rice soup, a bit too creamy for me today. Today it's just too creamy for me. And then, in terms of salad section, things have changed a little bit. They used to have nice pre-tossed salads, but now things have changed. Let me show you something that I really like here. I know I've said it before. Look at these deep plates. Can you see it? Deep plates. I miss those things. You want that at buffets, right? But you say, as I said, they used to have pre-tossed salads. They don't have them anymore. I miss that a lot. And then they have this really run-of-the-mill, not so good stuff. Pasta salad. What is that? Come on. And then, this really to me reminds me of very cheap buffets. And I don't like that. Then you have a slightly better salad toppings selection. At least you've got your tabbouleh here, right in the middle. And then you have other things, but nothing else. Nothing that fantastic. Here here you're supposed to have mushroom. These ones are mushrooms and artichokes. I saw no artichokes. And anyway, they weren't that well prepared. Black olives and so forth, and other salad toppings, run of the mill. Well presented, no doubt about it. It's well presented. What you have, rather than the pre-tossed salad here, you have these mini glasses with some, Greek salad and Caesars, but I find that a little limiting. Maybe, I don't know why they choose to do it this way. They didn't before. I liked it before much better. I don't know why it is, but so I would say that Palms is a little bit worse than in the good old days. And considering that it's dinner, it's not super cheap, though it is cheaper than at other resorts, especially on the Strip, but even off Strip, unless you really consider the bad ones. I tell you, for dinner, if you have a car, run to the M, run to Studio B. It's only $5 more for two, so basically $2.50 more per person, but it's much better, much more variety. I think the variety is just not there here, and so my expectation, when you have no variety, you have to have excellent quality. And though it's good, and as I say, the ingredients are good, you don't feel sick, you don't feel heavy, it's not super heavy. The ingredients are good, things are well cooked, but it just, to me today, there was no wow factor. It was good, right? But there was no wow factor. But it's still a good option, alternative to Rio if you are in Rio, because Rio buffet is $27 for lunch, just for lunch, and this is dinner, so this is way more affordable. And of course, Gold Coast across the corner, you don't want to eat there for any reasons whatsoever, except for the fact that they have sushi, and I like that. I miss sushi here. I wish they had something like that, but they have their own thing. The curries are not here for dinner. They have limited curries for lunch. I just thought that for dinner, I think it was a little limited considering the price, but maybe that's just me. Maybe you'll disagree. And as I said, some of the things I had, not all, were actually very flavorful and well cooked, and the ingredients were clearly not low end. Okay, guys, but if you want more information and more detail and an overall review of what's a quick reference point in terms of updated best buffets in Vegas. We update that all the time. I've updated it as I speak. You'll find it very different from what it was a week ago. Check us out on top-buffet.com. We have a section best 5 buffets in Vegas and then best 10 buffets in Vegas, and that includes also the affordable ones. And we have sections on hotel comparisons and tips and tricks for Vegas visitors. And as it happens, a small little section on Laughlin. Okay, guys, I am going to show you this section that it's closed of Palms. See you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye.